Alison and the housekeeper's son, Gwyn, find an old dinner service in the loft, and Alison traces its pattern to make paper owls. Nancy, the housekeeper, is furious with Alison when she finds the plates have been moved. They were a present from her former lover, Bertram, who was killed in a motorbike accident. Alison's stepfather, Clive, tries to calm them both down. The gardener, Hugh, hints to Alison's stepbrother, Roger, at a link between the triangle of Gwyn, Roger, and Alison and the tragic legend of Bledydd, created out of flowers as a wife for the hero Lliw, and turned into an owl when she deserted him for the young man Gronw. Roger is in fact becoming increasingly isolated and unhappy as the odd man out among the three young people. Alison and Gwyn arrange to meet in the stables at 4 o'clock each day. Gwyn is scornful of the spineless way in which Alison and Roger allow their parents to organize their lives for them. But he himself is desperately afraid that Nancy may not let him continue at grammar school. He's obsessed by his Welsh accent and confesses to Alison that he has bought an elocution course on gramophone records. Alison tries to reassure him, but their relationship is discovered by her mother, Margaret, who forbids Alison to have anything to do with Gwyn. For 4 successive days, Gwyn waits at 4 o'clock for an Alison who doesn't come. One afternoon, Clive is told by Alison about strange noises heard behind a padlocked door. When Hugh is questioned, he implies that Nancy locked the door and threw the key in the river. Utterly absorbed, Alison fails to realize that it is nearly 4 o'clock and that she is still standing in the stable yard. Gwyn suddenly appears. Clive asks her what he's staring at. Alison doesn't reply, and under Clive's direction is forced to snub Gwyn to his face.
Where have you been?
Out.
Where?
Out. Out.
Fine time I had, not a hand's turn to help me.
Drop dead, you miserable cow.
Is that what they teach you at the grammar?
Wish it was. A-level profanity. By, that'd be worth taking.
Get out of the way, get on.
What's all this?
Oh, you may well ask. Just a minute, I got a bone to pick with you.
What are you doing?
Clearing out.
No.
I told him.
We're going?
48 hours from tomorrow, I told him. And I don't want no references, no knowing used. I'm off. I told him.
Only 2 more days? Only 2 days? Ma'am, not yet. Please, ma'am.
How did he find out? What have you been saying behind my back?
Nothing, ma'am.
Nobody knows what I done with that key. Nobody. It's you, is it? Soft soaping me and then running to them with your tails.
No. What key?
After all I done for you, running to them with your tails. Oh, you think you're one of them now, don't you? You know it all, don't you? Right, my lad, right. You'll know where you'll start next month. Behind that counter at the co-op. That's your finish, boy.
I'll come back when you're more civilized. How absolutely embarrassing. It's disgusting.
Well, haven't you ever cried? Haven't you?
Don't be an idiot.
You've not answered my question.
Well, years ago, maybe, not recently. And certainly not in public.
What about when your mother left? Hmm?
Shut it.
Don't be coarse.
You've heard nothing yet.
I only asked.
And I'm only telling you, shut it.
I don't know why you're so thin-skinned about your parents. You've done pretty well out of it. Or your father has.
You leave like that.
Clive's sweet, but he's a bit of a rough diamond, isn't he? Mummy's people were very surprised when she married him.
Yes, she was pretty damn quick off the mark for a widow. Does she always home onto the nearest bank book?
Roger. I think I ought to go and see what's the matter with Gwyn.
Well, on your head be it. But I'd leave well alone if I were you. Well, a couple more days and you'll have no problem.
Oh, you're hateful.
Now then, Allie. Look, this place will be a lot better without those two weirdies. Well, admit. I shouldn't be surprised if the whole thing's a put-up job between them and that half-bacon moron to scare us out. So they can dig up the treasure. Or is it the very nerve centre of the illicit Welsh whisky trade, look you?
You're not even vaguely funny. Look, you know that what Gwyn told me makes sense. If it was anybody else, you'd agree.
That battery on wires, hogwash.
Yes. You feel he's right. I know you do. You can't bear to think he's cleverer than you are. That's your trouble. You couldn't have worked it out like Gwyn has.
You call that working it out? That moonshine, that claptrap. Oh, he's smart, too smart. He had it all pat the day after you found those plates, didn't he? The very next day. Oh, he's smart, all right.
Well, he knows instinctively he belongs here.
Instinctively, do me a favour. He wants to believe it. Him and Bacon Bonds. You can talk yourself into anything if you try hard enough.
Like now?
Like hell.
Oh, you're stupid.
I may be stupid, but I'm not blubbing on the stairs.
Perhaps you never had cause to.
Perhaps. Look, Allie, let's stop this. OK, he's clever. But he's not one of us. He never will be. He's a yobbo. A clever yobbo. Well, that's all there is to it.
What will you do when you leave school?
Go in with Dad, of course.
But what do you want?
I've told you.
You want to?
Yes. Well, what else?
Well, you like photography and you're good at it. Yes, you are. Wouldn't you like to be a photographer?
I might not be good enough.
Well, you don't know until you try.
You mean professionally? Well, what would I use for money? Takes years to become established. Anyhow, Dad has it all lined up for me.
Look, I'm serious. If you wanted to be a photographer, what would Clive say?
He'd make the wallpaper curl.
And you? Would you stick out against him?
Would you? Against Margaret?
I don't know. It's awful. I never felt anything that strongly.
Well, I can always do it in my spare time. As a hobby. What started you off on this?
Gwyn, he's upset me.
You're not the only one who's upset.
What will happen to him? What do you think he'll do with himself?
He'll become a teacher. Or something equally wet.
His mother's threatening to make him leave school and work in a shop.
Then he'll work in a shop.
Well, can't you realise? He has to find everything for himself.
Do him the world of good.
And the awful thing is, he knows it, but he doesn't know where to begin. saved up and bought an elocution course and gramophone records.
Would never guess to listen to him.
He can't use them. He hasn't got a record player, that's what I mean. Doesn't it make you feel ashamed?
Not really.
It's 4 o'clock, girl. Aren't you forgetting something? Like meeting me in the stables every day?
What are you doing?
Talking to you.
Go away.
Sorry, miss.
Mummy might come.
What's that to me? I'm going the day after tomorrow. Alison, tomorrow. One day. Where have you been, girl?
Mummy saw us up the mountain. She was watching us through binoculars.
Dirty-minded bitch.
And she was waiting for me, and now I daren't. I just daren't. Oh, Gwyn, please go.
I'm going after tomorrow, so I'm here now. I've nothing to lose.
But I have, you don't know.
You better tell me then. I'm listening.
Go away.
Nice drawing you're doing.
Go away. Anybody can see us. Clive.
The stables are this way.
Buy here a minute, sir.
What?
How do you like my bonfire?
Very good.
It's a beauty bonfire. Do you have them to Birmingham?
Sometimes. What are you burning?
Alder.
Reminds me of when I was a kid. Baking potatoes.
It is all right for you to go now. It is quite safe.
You don't understand.
I don't understand. I understand what it's been like since you went up that mountain. I'll give you that free, girl. Your man couldn't do worse than these last 5 days. Come on. You tell me.
Mummy says if I talk to you again, I'll have to leave the choir.
What?
She means it. I'll have to leave the choir. And she won't renew my subscription
Subscription?
for the tennis club.
Club?
Yes, well, you see...
See.
Quiet!
See. She said that, did she? Your
Yes.
man? And you didn't tell her where she could stop the choir and the tennis?
What do you mean?
That's why you didn't come, is it?
I wouldn't play tricks on you. I daren't come.
It did happen. We were up there on the mountain. It did all happen.
Of course.
And you gave me that box with the owl in. Why?
I was happy. I wanted to give you a present.
And the choir and the tennis? You put that against everything else?
It's Mummy. I can't bear to see her hurt or upset.
No. Naturally. All right, girl.
Don't be angry. You frighten me when you're angry.
I'm not angry. Never mind. Did you find out about your cousin Bertram?
Yes. He was very clever with his hands. And all those animals in the billiard room were his work. And he made the cases for them.
What else?
That's all. Mummy wouldn't tell me anymore.
Nothing about how he was killed?
No.
Shall I tell you then?
You know? How did you manage that?
In for a penny, in for a pound. I thought my mum would have an idea about what's going on. So, a couple of days ago, I siphoned off half a glass of port from the decanter. It's all she needs. And she was in the right mood for getting a kick out of pinching it. And that was that. Bye.
What?
You were right about his being good with his hands. He had this vintage motorbike, see? Done it up himself. And one day he was coming up over the pass. 1 in 4 just there. And he failed to negotiate a bend, as they say. He'd left his brakes at home. The bike jammed itself on some slate. But he went 300 feet. Kashum, kashum, kashum. Ah! Splat!
Gwyn, I must go. I must. It's tea time.
You'll come? Tomorrow?
I can't.
There's only tomorrow.
I daren't.
I'm going back to Abba.
I know.
Tomorrow, Alison. Please. Can't you see? You must.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Stop tearing me between you. You and Mummy, you go on till I don't know who I am, what I'm doing. Of course I can see now. But afterwards she starts and what she says is right then.
I just want you to be yourself.
And what's that? What you make me? Look, I'm one person with Mummy, another with you. I can't argue. You twist everything around to what you want. Is that fair?
You will be here tomorrow. It's the last time.
Gwyn.
How now, brown cow?
What's he on about?
Nothing.
What's that brown cow?
Nothing, Gwyn.
Are you having trouble, eh?
No.
Tea?
Yes, I'm coming.
How's the rain in Spain? Still mainly on the plain?
What's he on about?
Be quiet, Roger.
What's that about cows and rain?
Don't tell me you haven't reached the lesson yet. I thought it came on the very first record.
Roger.
You told him. You told him. Told him.
No.
You told him. Was it a good laugh?
No, Gwyn.
I bet it was. What else? What else was funny?
You're wrong.
You wouldn't have told him about the sheep and the stilts, will you? Not when you got the big laugh.
It wasn't like that. I promise it wasn't.
You couldn't run back quick enough, could you?
You're not quite on the ball, actually. Ali didn't say much. I mean, I don't know whether you're using the Complete Improver Prole set or the shorter course of Oix exercises for getting by in the shop.
Alison?
Gwyn. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Please. I can't bear it. Don't. Well, stop it. Stop it. Well, stop looking at me like that. Stop it. Make it. Make it. Stop. Make it. Make it.
It's okay. Calm down. Calm down, Ali. It's okay, he's gone. He's done a bunk. I told you, he's a yob. Ali? 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 Ali, it's all right, he's gone. Ali? 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 Ali, I told you, he's a yob.